Hey guys, Trey from fiberglider.com here, and today we're going to learn how to put the stand together. So all you need to get started is your stand kit and a little bit of sandpaper. So the first thing we need to do is we need to take off the protective film off of the acrylic. So the best way I've found to do this is you just take your fingernail and you scratch up here on a corner and then peel it off. It can be a little tricky to bring off sometimes, but just keep gnawing away at a corner there. Once you get a piece to come up, it goes off pretty slick. So just like that. The next step is there's a little tiny burr that runs along the edge of this. There's a tiny little burr here that sits just along that edge. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our sandpaper right here and we're going to remove that burr. You can be a little aggressive there. Just make sure you don't have anything that would cause the stand to break. So we just want to make sure we get that burr removed. The way you can tell that you've got the burr completely gone is when you kind of put your thumb or finger or run it along that edge there. If you feel it catch on something or kind of go over a bump, there's a burr. If it just rolls off nice and smooth like it does here, you know we're good to go. So that's step one, is remove that burr. And then we also want to make sure we get the burr off of the stand itself. So we'll just so what I like to do is I take my sandpaper, fold it in half here, and run some sandpaper right where the pillars are inserted. So now that we've deburred the two pillars and the base, we want to put the two pillars into the base. Now the best way to do that is to start at the back and roll them to the front. Now an important thing to remember here is it's cold outside. So when these come to you in the mail, the acrylic's probably going to be really cold. And acrylic is really brittle when it's cold. So you want to make sure you warm that up by running it under some warm water, putting it in the sun for a while. You don't want to try to put this together when it's cold or the base will break. So then these two pillars, they just simply get press fit into the stand just like that. And you want to make sure they go in smoothly. You don't want to force it, because if you force it, you'll risk cracking your stand, and you don't want to do that. So they should just go nice and easy, just like that. We'll do it one more time. Just nice and simple. If it does require a little bit more force, what you can do is you can flip the stand's base over, and you'll see it's much difficult to do it on one side than it is the other. That's because there is a top side, and you want to make sure you put the crescent the crescent pillars in on the top side and on the bottom side. And it can be kind of hard to tell because it looks pretty symmetric, but they should, on the side that they go in the smoothest, you just kind of put them in, starting from the back. And rolling them forward, just like that. You want to go nice and slow and make sure you don't force anything. But yeah, just as simple as that. Put them together. A few key things to note here. You want to make sure the base is at room temperature or more. What that does is it makes sure if the base is cold, it makes the acrylic very brittle, and you have a large chance of cracking the base when you put the pillars in. So to fix that, you can just warm it up. You can run under some warm water, put a hairdryer on it. But you just want to make sure that's not cold, like when it comes in the mail in this winter season. So just make sure you get that to room temperature. Get rid of the burr, and you should be good to go. Let me know if you have any questions. We'd love to see your final project, so send those to #fiberglider on social media, and we'll see you in the next one.